Across the vast and varied landscape of Europe, a quiet change is taking place. It is a change you might not notice on a short visit, but for those who live there, it is impossible to ignore. Imagine a village street where children once played games in the afternoon sun. Now, that street is often silent, with shutters closed on many of the houses. Think of a town square that used to be full of life on market day. Now, only a few stalls remain, and the crowds have thinned. This slow emptying of towns and villages is called depopulation. It is happening in many parts of the continent, but it is especially strong in certain areas. This is not a story of sudden disaster or dramatic events. Instead, it is a slow, steady drain of people. It is the story of a generation seeking opportunities elsewhere. Romania, Latvia, Bulgaria, Lithuania. These nations are rich in history and filled with beautiful scenery. Yet, they are losing their most valuable resource, their people. It is important to listen. The decision to leave one's home is never an easy one. It means leaving behind family, friends, the familiar comfort of a place you have always known. So why do millions from Eastern and Southern Europe make this choice? The reasons are practical and deeply human. Rooted in the desire for a stable, prosperous life. For many, the main motivation is the search for better work. In small towns and rural areas, good jobs are scarce. Old factories have closed down, and modern agriculture needs fewer workers. Wage differences across Europe can be enormous. A caregiver, a construction worker, a nurse, each can earn much more abroad. Countries like Germany, Ireland, and Italy often pay 3 to 4 times more. That income is a lifeline. Building a house, paying for children's education, supporting aging parents. People go where health, services, and family well-being are better protected. Opportunity and hope pull them away. New experiences, friendships, and a chance to build life on their own terms. It's that mix of need and hope. Romania is a country of breathtaking mountains, ancient forests, charming medieval towns. It is a place with a deep and resilient culture. However, since joining the European Union in 2007, millions have moved abroad to work. This mass departure has profoundly impacted rural areas. Houses with locked gates, overgrown gardens, windows dark for years. Villages grow older. Grandparents remain as children, and grandchildren move to Italy, Spain, the United Kingdom. They live on pensions and money sent back, which helps, but cannot replace presence. With fewer children, schools close. Remaining students travel long distances, especially hard in winter. Doctors and nurses leave, understaffing clinics and straining care for the elderly. With fewer taxpayers, roads, lighting, water systems, and bus routes decline, isolating residents. Shops, pubs, and markets struggle and disappear. A once self-sufficient community becomes a quiet collection of houses, waiting for its people to return. It's really quite sad. Latvia is a small Baltic nation of vast forests and a long Baltic Sea coast. Its capital, Riga, is beautiful and historic. Beyond the capital, a severe demographic challenge. Since independence and EU accession, many have left. It is one of the fastest shrinking nations, driven by young working-age people seeking higher wages and careers in places like the United Kingdom and Ireland. In Latgale, with its lakes and strong identity, depopulation is especially high. Wooden farmsteads fade back into nature. Those who remain are older, watching their communities shrink year by year. Labor shortages limit growth, tax bases shrink, straining pensions, healthcare, even national defense. Schools merge or close, the grocery reduces hours, social life thins as events fade. Those who stay feel limited. They watch friends succeed abroad and question whether to leave. It is a difficult choice between loyalty and personal ambition. Experts warn of demographic crisis if trends continue. Too few workers for too many retirees. Well, it is a hard decision. When people leave a town, they take more than just themselves. They take their skills. They take their spending power. They take their energy. Departures create ripple effects that touch every part of life. Local economies feel it first. Small businesses lose customers, cut hours, and ultimately close. An empty storefront means a lost meeting place and employer, and a sad, neglected center that deters visitors and investors. With fewer taxes, services decline. Roads, parks, libraries. Children wake earlier to travel farther for school. Clinic closures mean long trips for care. Without buses, some are trapped at home. Communities are built on small daily interactions. As these vanish, isolation grows, especially for the elderly, turning homes of memory into quiet, solitary places. The loss of people is also a profound cultural loss. Culture lives in stories, songs, and crafts passed through generations. When youth depart, the chain breaks. Traditions and dialects risk being forgotten. Festivals require musicians, dancers, crafts, volunteers, harder to sustain as populations shrink and age. Attendance dwindles. One year, it simply does not happen. Community hubs close with fewer members and funds. Empty ancestral homes fall into disrepair. Roofs collapse, wood rots, nature reclaims. Each abandoned building is a lost piece of history. People grieve tangible decline, empty houses, silent streets, feeling hopelessness creep in. It can feel like living in a museum of the past, not a living community. It really can feel like that sometimes. Governments in countries like Romania and Latvia know the threat of depopulation. They roll out programs to slow the exodus and encourage return. Tax breaks and grants to open factories and offices in less developed regions. Investing in roads, reliable public transport, and faster internet. High-speed internet enables remote work, bringing salaries into rural economies without moving away. Grants for young families and entrepreneurs. Support desks for returnees, help with finding jobs, starting businesses, and navigating bureaucracy. The goal: turn brain drain into brain gain, yet success is limited. The pull of higher foreign wages is strong. Programs can be underfunded or short-lived. Many doubt lasting change at home. Finding the right solution is a difficult puzzle with no easy answers. So, yeah, it is complicated. While national plans unfold, inspiring change is rising locally. Residents take action, small, practical steps that add up to real hope. They lean into natural beauty, mountains, lakes, forests, peaceful atmospheres. Old houses become welcoming guest stays. They promote hiking, cycling, and slow nature breaks. Local traditions return as craft studios sell to visitors and online. Regional products create income and pride. Some offer low-cost homes to families willing to restore them. Others build spaces for remote workers drawn by calm, affordable living. These small victories do not solve depopulation overnight, but they prove that decline is not inevitable. It is really encouraging to see. The story is complex. Sadness and resilience intertwined. Jobs, better pay, and good services drive migration from places like Romania and Latvia. The impact is deep on those left behind. Solutions must balance big ideas with local action. Invest in fundamentals: good roads, fast internet, quality public services. Encourage jobs in rural regions, not only capital cities. Back smallholders and local founders with stable, long-term policy. Empower communities to restore buildings, revive markets, create tourist routes, and celebrate culture. Every small success builds momentum. This is about people, the right to seek a better life and the need for belonging. We should not stop movement, but ensure no one feels forced to leave. With care, investment, and belief in community, these places can thrive again. Hope is not lost. It waits to be rebuilt, one village at a time.